Working memory, or short-term memory, can be thought of as the brain's post-it note. This is how the brain processes and recalls information that is being received at any given time. Short-term memory works similarly to the way computers process and store information in hard drives. It does not store complete concepts or ideas, but rather pointers to further information stored elsewhere in the brain, or in the case of a computer, in the system. Short-term memory can then become long-term memory through the process of consolidation, which involves rehearsal and meaningful association. We'll talk a little bit more about how the process of consolidation impacts short-term memory retention later on in this video. Unlike short-term memory, long-term memory is essentially permanent and virtually limitless. The human brain can always learn more things. Anatomically, long-term memory is something that happens across different parts of the brain. The frontal lobe plays a role because it handles conscious thought and higher mental functions. The temporal lobe also does its part by processing all the complex stimuli associated with long-term memory, i.e. sensory information, faces, smells. Physiologically, long-term memory storage involves a process known as long-term potentiation, wherein the structure of nerve cells in the brain are physically altered. Many studies have been conducted on how we can improve our memory retention. A study conducted by the Boston University Center for Computational Neuroscience and Neurotechnology found that mindfulness meditation can improve recall in as short as 8 weeks. This is because during meditation, our brains stop processing information as actively as they normally do, freeing up brain power to storing details that would have otherwise been lost. Another study found that regular exercise can improve memory recall, especially in older adults. The cognitive benefits of regular exercise are numerous, but it has been proven to slow the decline of memory loss. The study found that regular exercise increased cognitive functions as well as decreased oxidative damage in the brain that comes as a result of the aging process. Finally, and this one is probably obvious to any student who has pulled an all-nighter before, our brains retain memory best when we get adequate amounts of sleep. Sleep has been identified as the most optimal state for the consolidation of newly acquired information in memory. Since most memory consolidation occurs while we are asleep, it makes sense that our brains would struggle to remember things if we deprive it of a good night's rest.